This is MCP. Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we are diving into a hot topic in AI, the Model Context Protocol, MCP. And we'll explain how it's related to AI agents, why you should care about MCP, and how we can use MCP in n8n. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Andy. And I have two key missions. First, to bring you the most updated AI tools and tutorials so you're always ahead of the curve. Second, to make AI as easy to learn as possible, especially if you want to make a living from this wave. So let's get started. So first of all, what is MCP? MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, developed by Anthropic, the company who developed Claude. It's an open source standard that provides a universal way for AI systems to connect with external data sources and tools. Think of MCP as a standardized connector for AI, making it much easier to plug in different data sources without having to write custom integration codes each time. Still sound quite complicated, right? Let's try this analogy. Imagine your MacBook using a USB-C port, and that port is the one universal connector that allows you to plug in any accessory without needing a different cable for every device. MCP works in a similar way for AI systems. It's that universal port that lets any AI application connect to various data and tools using one standard interface. So how is it related to AI agents? MCP enables AI agents to access the data and tools they need, just like a USB-C port lets your MacBook connect to various devices. Alright, so how can we adopt MCP in n8n? So let's dive in. Alright, in today's n8n tutorial, I will share with you the vision of using MCP nodes for AI agents in n8n. First, we need to set up on your local host, or you can self-host your n8n. And please feel free to go to our video here. You can learn how you can set up your self-hosting n8n. You can set it on local or set it on cloud with a cheaper cost. All right, or you can go to our community post and go to this link to learn for that. Okay, then we are going to download this community node. This node is called MCP Client 2. So we're going to settings, your profile, settings, and then we go to community notes here. We click install. We copy this n8n-notes-mcp and just paste it here. Understand? Then install. And you can also go to this website, npmjs.com, and then search for this. We can see this as well. If you want to install some more other community nodes, you can click this to browse for more. After you have installed the n8n nodes MCP, you will see this in your community nodes. Then let's go back to set up your workflow here. And for the GitHub, we can actually go to n8n nodes MCP to search for more information about the documentations in this GitHub repo. First, let me share with you the difference between traditional AI agent setup and the new MCP agent setup. So basically, you can see we are also using the AI agent tool agent nodes. These are the same. The chat model is the same. The memory model is the same. So the rest of the nodes are the same. Yeah, it's just that we are using this MCP nodes instead of this HTTP request nodes. For example, when we add the tools, we can add different tools here prepared in the n8n, but sometimes we cannot find the nodes here. So we need to use HTTP request tool to connect with the API to call the API of specific tools. So for example, we are going to use server.dev to scrap different information in the Google Map. So we need to manually input the description here and manually input and specify the query parameters all here. All we need to do it manually. And we need, if we have more different APIs that we need to use, but they're not available in n8n, we need to add so many HTTP request nodes and specify the parameters, set up the descriptions manually, and that's very troublesome and annoying. But now with this MCP notes, we can search for MCP client tool, and then we just need to set up this two simple notes for each API request. So for example, we can click this. It is for getting tools, listing the tools. For example, this is the credentials. I will talk about how we can set up the credentials later. So it's for listing the tools, and then the second part is for executing the tool. Okay, just very simple. You do not need to input all this description, query parameters, etc. It's much simpler. So let's take a look how we can set this up now. All right, so let's take a look how we can set this up. First of all, the credential. We are going to use Brave Search for this demo. Okay, so we are going to click this pen for updating credentials. We can go to community page. So basically just three things, very simple. Copy this npx and paste it here. This arguments and paste it here. But for this, let's remove this. We need to copy this first, paste it here, and go to Brave Search. After you sign up and then create your API keys, it's free here. And then you can just copy this and paste it here. We need to add this. Okay, so after that, we can just save it. So that's how you can set up the credentials. It's very simple. Then we are going to execute the tool. You can see we have the credentials set up, tools description set automatically, and the operation here we choose execute tool this time. For the tool name, it's very simple. We can just use from AI. So we are going to get the tool name from the AI agent. So it's very simple. So we just into a tool, set this with a specific tool name. And here is the best part, the tool parameters. We do not need to manually input that like the HTTP request tool anymore. We can just click this button. Let the model define this parameter. That's all set. Defined automatically by the model. And then we can save it and then run the chat. And then we can say, can you tell me more about AndyNoCode? Great. So it's about the no-code automation. And then this is our website. Maintain a community on school. That's great. So we got the information. And then we can take a look at the logs here. This is the output using Brave Web Search. We have the description automatically done here. Execute tool. Also, response, everything automatically done. Result, content, type is text and text here. Title, everything is listed here. Great. So basically that's how it is, and it's very simple to use this node. Again, the major advantage is that you do not need to set the parameters anymore. It will be automatically done. Because in the past, when you set up the HTTP request node, you need to look at their documentation and see how we can set up what kind of query parameters, and we need to put the description. It's very annoying, troublesome, and time consuming, and we need to do that one by one. But now with MCP, we do not need to do this anymore. All right, we have successfully demonstrated how we can use MCP node for performing the Brave search. Actually, there are a lot more different tools up there. We can go to modelcontextprotocol.io. It's the official site. So you can see Brave search is one of the tools. So we can find different other servers as well. So let's take a look there. So we can actually see the settings that we just used for the credentials, the command, the arguments for environment. Basically, it's the same here that we just pasted here. Great. So if you want to use more other tools here, feel free to check it out by yourself. And then for now, I'm going to explain how it works behind the scene for the MCP nodes, because it's just like a very simple tool. Once you just ask, for example, what is AndyNoCode, the AI agent will process the tools, the MCP tools automatically. But how it works actually, why we need two notes for that. Why we need to get tools first and why we need to execute tools afterwards. So let me show you one by one. Okay, and we can just click test workflow, and then I'll do this one by one. Again, for this one, we are going to use Brave Search. We can click test step. On the right hand side, you can see us for getting the Brave web search. So the description is performs a web search using the Brave Search API, ideal for general queries, news, articles, and online content. Use this for broad information gathering, recent events, or when you need diverse web sources. Support pagination, content filtering, and freshness control. Maximum 20 results per request with offset for pagination. And we can see Brave local search and the description here. Okay, and we have the schema as well. So it's for getting tools, web search and local search, and the description as well. So we do not need to type them manually. All right, so for the second note is for executing the tools. You may ask why we need to input the parameters here, because for this demonstration, we are just trying to demonstrate them behind the scene, and there's no AI agent here, but here we have the AI agents. So we just need to specify the parameters here. All right, and then for the tool name, we can just drag and drop this one. So it's using the first tool, the Brave Web Search tool, and these are the parameters. So we're going to ask what is AndyNoCode, and then we're going to click test step. Great. AndyNoCode description, we help you harness the power of no-code automation like and again. So basically these are the content that we posted on AndyNoCode. So it's correct, and we have the school here as well. All right, so basically this is a quick tutorial on how we can use this MCP community notes in n8n and try to improve your AI agents, and try to show you the comparison between the MCP agents and traditional AI agent setup. Hope you can have a better understanding of the MCP agents and maybe have a glimpse of the future setup. While MCP offers some advantages, it does come with a few limitations. First, token limits. You may encounter issues with excessive token usage when handling large amount of data. Second, reliability. The abstracted and dynamic nature of MCP can cause unpredictable results as new tools get added and existing tools evolve. Third, documentation. For example, limited or incomplete tool documentation may hinder accurate tool usage by the agent. So understanding these limitations can help you more effectively to implement and scale MCP agents. So to sum it up, MCP is like the USB-C port on your MacBook, a universal standardized connected standard that makes integrating data and tools simple for AI systems. MCP complements AI agents perfectly, create a streamlined and efficient AI ecosystem. Hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and feel free to join our community to have more discussion with AI creators. See you there.